Welcome to The Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew, and let's get to the show.
Well, I would do anything for love. I'll follow you to hell and back. But I won't do that.
I don't think you realize who you just sang that to.
Oh,
the only guy in his 30s that is a Meatloaf super fan.
Oh, dude, yeah, I did not know that. I love Meatloaf.
I love Meatloaf. Yeah, R.I.P. Marvin.
I was gonna say he's dead. Is he dead?
Yeah, he died.
Okay.
COVID got him.
God, I had a feeling. I was like, Luke, do your homework or else you're going to pop in here and you're going to find out he's dead on air and you're going to really had a bad day. So I'm glad I'm glad I figured it out. Welcome to the Daily Grind, presented by FanDuel Sportsbook and Meatloaf. I guess not the singer of the food. I love Meatloaf.
You can't go wrong either way.
Meatloaf is the best. Either way, you're gonna do a good job. Yeah, and if you couldn't tell by our Meatloaf fanboying out, I've got Uncle Buck with me today. How are you, brother?
I'm good. I am really good. Listen, it's such a treat to be back with you.
I love it.
It is.
It makes
it's
my
a good
week.
day.
It makes my week. It is a good day, despite.
Yeah. Wasn't a good night.
It wasn't a good night. That's a good way to put it. The Grizzlies lost 145 to 116 to the Charlotte Hornets. Where's Jalen? I saw Jalen's comments. I need to put it up here. We're here to talk some sense into you, sir, because okay, so let's do this. Were there things that you saw that concern you in last night's game?
Yes. What are you talking about? I'm not here to talk sense into Jalen. I'm going to say Jalen's right.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about it, because last night was the first time where I kind of was like, oh.
Listen, you can take two stances, but you have to take one, okay? You can say preseason doesn't matter. Okay, sleep well at night knowing that and convincing yourself of that if that's your belief. If preseason matters even a little bit, then there is something that we've gotten blown out 4 times. Like, yeah. I don't know how you can just sit back and just be like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think it matters a ton, but there's people over here being like, just calm down, we're fine. And they may be right, but all we have to look at is like the 4 games of the new coach this season and the new roster. And buddy, Charlotte dropped 150 on us. Charlotte!
It's so funny because yesterday I was like, yeah, you just beat teams that you're supposed to beat, that that you're better than, like Charlotte. And clearly that was not the case yesterday.
Listen, preseason is not the end all be all. But as I've said on our show, and I've said it on here, I think you do look at this and draw things from it about how you're going to play in the regular season.
Yeah.
Like, these guys are our team. This is the guys that we work with. Front court depth is a problem. When your best center is Jock Landale, whose role is a backup center, and the other Jay Huff, PJ Hall, is just kind of, he's a third center. The defense has been absolutely atrocious at the perimeter. I mean, we talked about bringing in, Jalen Wells coming back. KCP, bringing him in as perimeter defender. You're talking about, Vince Williams maybe being healthy, or you draft Cedric Coward to be, at minimum he's going to be a good defender. It's like, buddy, we ain't stopped anything. And if you want to say that's preseason, they don't care, okay, that's fine. I'm kind of in the middle. But there's nothing wrong. I'm not over here mocking the people who are like, hey, what's the big problems here?
Yeah, and especially after yesterday. I mean, like, for a multitude of reasons. One, it's Charlotte. You're getting run out of the building by Charlotte. I really don't understand the why do you not play Ty Jerome after you've been resting for 5 days, but then you play Jaren Jackson Jr.? I don't really understand that. I don't know this is a good point.
I see a lot of people saying this. And, yeah, they played their starters, but
their starters look good.
I mean, it was not like they won 40 games last year. It's like they looked really good, and they played their starters. But you know what? I thought this team was supposed to have a high floor. I thought they were supposed to defend, and they didn't, and they haven't the whole preseason. Once again, you're giving up, I don't know, roughly 75% shooting from beyond the arc.
Yeah,
and there are players that they're talking about. They played Kalkbrenner, they played Colin Knippel, and they played all three of their rookies, McNeely. Like, all those guys, all the rookies also got big minutes. And so, listen, it sounds like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. If you want to say that it doesn't matter, then fine. But I think it's kind of foolish to not watch 4 preseason games and not be like, what could this look like in the regular season? And if you want to play that game, buddy, there's some holes.
Yep. And there's a couple, Jalen bringing the good points here. Everybody that played yesterday is supposed to be the defenders on the team. Jaren, KCP.
Yeah, you missed Ja and
Ty Jerome.
Everybody else is supposed to defend.
Yeah, and this is the thing. After I'm kind of with you at this point. You can say PlayStation. You can say PlayStation. You can say preseason doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, getting blown out in 4 games is that's. I'm worried that's indicative of bigger problems now at this point. Like it's 4 blowouts is against. It's just not a good, regardless of preseason or not. You want to see more from that.
I mean, if honestly, and this is just me, and I feel like I try to be a realist. I don't try to like blow smoke up the Grizzlies' tail, and I don't, and I also am not a hater. I try to look at it fairly. But if you were just sitting around and looking at this, the 4 games, it's like getting pissed on your leg and them telling you it's raining. Like, there is something here. Like,
yeah.
You cannot just say we are a top 4 seed in the West. Everything's great. John's coming back, and then also just get beat like a drum for 4 games. Like, there's got to be some sort of self-awareness in here. And to me, self-awareness says like, like if this is going to be a non-defensive shootout, we're going to lose.
Yeah, this is shots fired here. Did the Grizz hire Ryan Callahan?
I mean, everybody thought he was a savior, and I'm not gonna bang a gavel on him by any means. But there's been lots of people say that he's a genius, but despite having not, coached in the NBA ever. So, and he may be fine, but what you're seeing a lot, again, preseason. We'll see what happens in 6 days. But you play everybody. Everybody's talking about, the other team played their starters and they played their rotations and everything else. What if we are? What if, once again, we are playing a 13-man rotation?
Oh, God.
I mean, that is a legit possibility here. The NBA may just be going that way, and the Grizzlies are on the front end. I mean, you remember what Golden State, Steve Kerr said last season. It's like, I like playing 12 to 13 guys a game. That may just be it. And if that's the case, the end of the bench is not holding the weight here.
No, I mean, and let's talk about, speaking of that end of the bench, this is another game where GG did not crack 15 minutes. It's another game where I don't think Edwards talking about he didn't even remember seeing GG get in. GG was 12 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the line, just 3 points, no rebounds, no assist. I don't understand why Cam Spencer is like not getting more minutes
at the end of the bench.
At the end of the bench, he continues to get like.
I think he's virtually the only guy on the team in the games that he's played that's been a positive plus minus.
Yep. Yeah.
And he was a positive plus minus in the Hawks game, despite going 1 of 6 from 3. Like, yes. The guy who's only supposed to be shooting threes, he was 1 of 6 from 3 and had a positive plus minus on the game.
I'm just at this point, I'm ready. If he's going to contribute more to winning, more so than like Gigi at this point, more than Gigi and Vince, just put. I mean, yeah, if Vince and Gigi aren't going to contribute to winning, then put Cam in, man. Cam, at least, it's like you said, you can rely on Cam to not be a net negative.
Yeah, I'm 100% in the camp of Cam Spencer. I thought Vince was not bad last night.
That was one of his better games so far.
Yeah, I mean, he hit some open threes. He got a couple steals. I thought Vince was fine. Again, we're just talking about everybody wanted to bash like Jake LaRavia, Jitty, these guys at the end of the bench that because of injuries were elevated into bigger roles, okay? Those guys this season you thought were going to be better. Obviously, you still have Jitty, but then you hope like, second year or third year Gigi, better. Third year Vince Williams, healthy Vince Williams, better. Cam Spencer elevated off of a two-way to a major deal, better. You thought that end of your bench would be better. It's scary if Gigi and Vince isn't going to figure it out because then you are super exposed with the amount of players that you're comfortable with playing, and even if you're only playing 10 a game, like that's all you trust, and you're really exposed to injury.
Yep, and we know. I can't do another season of that where you're exposed to injury, where all these guys go down. It's going to be a tough season, a tough watch.
Hey, and let me just round of applause the medical staff. And for the first time ever, I never thought we'd say this, but somebody came back early.
I know. Yes.
And yes. Jared came back early. And Buddy, he looks like he needs a couple more trips up and down the court. He looked good, made his first basket, but everything after that first basket was short.
All right, buddy,
I get it. I get it. Foot injuries, you'd have been laid up. But
you came back early. We get it.
Yeah, yeah, he came back early. Get you a couple wind sprints. Listen, like Rusty said, two things can be true. Preseason doesn't matter. They do not there's not a trophy given out. But, I mean, watch the games, and you see a blueprint as to things that can go right or things that can go wrong. Things that can go right, the best player on the court last night was Javon Small.
Yeah.
He was really good in the first half. I thought he looked really good.
28 minutes, 18 points. Yeah, man. God, 4 rebounds, 8 assists. Javon Small has continued to if there's been one bright spot from this preseason, it's been that Javon Small has got a heck of a lot of run and has looked like he can be what we need him to be. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if injuries get this team. If they start getting wrecked with injuries again, then
that's the case with any team, though. Yeah, especially a team that's got 2 guys making max or one guy making a max and one guy making right under a max. You have problems with bench depth. Everybody is going to have this.
Yeah.
Look at any team that's got a superstar or 2 on it. If LeBron James, actually that may be a bad example. If Luka Doncic goes out, that team's going to suck. If Wemby goes out, that team's going to suck. If Ja goes out, this team's going to suck. But that is different than what the situation has been up to this point, where you had confidence that you would beat bad teams if Ja was out.
Yeah.
I don't think this team beats bad teams if Ja's out.
And I mean, we've seen so far, we haven't seen a lot to, boost our confidence that that's the case. It's a good point. And I mean, if Ja's out, if more people are out, they might be struggling. It's not like reinforcements are coming back soon. It's not like there's,
you luckily you do have, and I do believe in like the ball handler situation.
Yeah.
Because you've got Scotty, and then you've got, Javon Small in a 2-way, break a case of emergency, but you've got other guys that can handle the ball.
Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome, KCP. Those guys, they can handle the ball.
It's the big situation is where and it's not like there's anybody you can go sign. I mean, like the free agents are going. I mean, there's 6 days left. Russell Westbrook finally has a team. The Sacramento Kings. What is this team? Do you want it to? Russell Westbrook, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan.
it is the AARP team. You know, Rusty likes to call the Golden State Warriors the AARP team because of Steph and Jimmy and Draymond, and very much, I mean, they qualify. But I would say DeMar, Russell, and those fellas probably have a mean age of higher than the Golden State at this point.
And it's up in Northern Cali, so they can go tour wine country, relax.
Oh yeah,
a
they are
bit.
absolutely going to wine country. This was leaked out early in free agency. Like, oh, the Kings really want Russell Westbrook. What this was to me was what Russell Westbrook waiting on any other team to want him. Like, somebody calls, so I don't have to go
That's such a good
to
point.
Sacramento.
He's waiting until the 11th hour. He's waiting until a week left, and he's like, shoot.
This team is a powder keg. I
Yeah,
saw
man,
Zach Lowe went on his show, and he was like, I hate this team. He's like, I hate them.
He was relentless. It was really. I listened to it too.
I mean, they're not going to shoot a single 3-pointer the whole season.
No.
Thank God Jake Laravia is a Laker. He didn't deserve that.
Oh God. No, I don't know if anybody. Man, poor Keegan Murray just signed that. He just got an extension. It's like,
And he's hurt, right?
Yeah, he's hurt. He signed a 5-year extension. He's stuck there forever. It sucks.
He's having Tommy John on his thumb or something.
Yep. I don't know. I guess they got the last good available free agents. I don't know. I thought this would be a really fun exercise though. Like, I didn't tell you about this. Best free agents with 6 days left to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna read you the
Cole
list.
Anthony.
No, he's with the Bucks, brother. What are you talking about?
I know.
Tell me what you think about this list.
I thought I keep reading that he's on the Grizzlies still.
Man, I heard, I listened to a podcast. They were like, they lost Cole Anthony. I'm like, did anybody? Never mind. Best available free agents. Tell me if any of these guys strike your fancy. Markelle Fultz.
No.
Patty Mills.
For Wayno, bring him in.
Derek Whitehead.
I think that's the Key and Pell sketch. Sketch.
Wingdings. Torrey Craig. Nope.
No.
Corey Joseph. Nope.
Can he still shoot?
Nope.
Okay.
Keon Johnson.
Maybe Keldon Johnson, I would
That's
think.
there's so many Johnsons, it's confusing.
Uh-huh.
Ben Simmons.
I mean, if you need a backup 5.
Alec Burks. I like Alec Burks, but I don't know. Alec Burks, and then the one guy on this list that could probably make a difference, but I don't know if anybody wants him, is Malik Beasley.
He got freed, right?
Yeah.
We freed Malik.
We freed Malik. So it's like,
yeah, bring him in. Yeah. Listen, I don't care. Everybody gambles. It's legal in Tennessee. So I don't, because it's illegal here. But yeah, Malik Beasley would be funny.
It's like you get on this list and it's like, oh man, these guys are has-beens. And then you get to Malik Beasley. I'm like, oh yeah, the guy that led the league in 3-point shooting last season with money problems.
You think this is Cody Zeller, though, for real?
Maybe. Should we ask?
I honestly kind of thought Charlotte would be good last year, and they weren't because of injury, I guess. But
I like their coach. I mean, I think we loved their coach last year. I think we were all like, if LaMelo can play solid ball, they got a good team. They're not a laughing stock anymore. I would say they're a laughing stock.
I really like Brandon Miller.
Brandon Miller's awesome.
No.
Brandon Miller's awesome.
I really like Brandon Miller, and our guy Ryan was really high on Con Knipple going in. We thought like maybe there was a Grizzlies trade if he'd got to 6 or something like that the Grizzlies want Con Knipple, so I'm interested in him. They just went full on white guy. Yeah, which is an interesting strategy, but they were all good.
Yeah.
They were all good last night. Kalkbrenner just looked like Zach Edey out there. Like, is he that much bigger than everybody?
Every time one of their new white boys went out, I was like, oh, another one. I think
where are they keeping these guys?
They all have headbands. It's amazing. We are going to take a quick break.
I remember being so out on Liam McNeely at the draft because the dude couldn't get through an interview because he was just blubbering, crying.
Man, it was like, Jesus, dude, act like you've been somewhere. I'm sure he's a lovely fella. Yeah, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we got to talk some Thursday night foosball. Maybe some fantasy football ramifications too. There's some stuff happening in fantasy, but we will be right back after this quick break.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
Also, I need to say this to Arkansas fans. Please don't advocate for Bobby Petrino to get that job back. Have some damn self-respect.
They already are. That's
Respect for yourself, brother. Please. I've read so many reports. I've talked to some people behind the scenes, and it's a real thing.
It is.
It's very
It has
possible.
momentum.
Look outside. Look outside before you even think about hiring Bobby Petrino. But I'm scared they're just gonna hop right back into it. After a decade ago, this guy was making a mockery.
Yeah.
Mockery of your program. I just think you need to have a little more self-respect than that. But hey, winning cures all, to be honest. So,
especially when you got a coach that's just a short drive down I-40 that you can come calling on. But I'll leave that alone. Yeah, there's too much momentum. Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's too much momentum for Bobby Petrino to get that job. And there's rumors of 25, 30 mil in the NIL fund. The coffers are going to cough up to make this Arkansas team good again. I guess we'll see.
Tune into the Two Buck Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
And we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Daily Grind. We are presented by Trilogy Tattoo, if you could not tell by the commercial. We are also presented by Grind City Brewing, which this weekend, if it will work. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. We're a little tiny here. Boom. Week 8 schedule. We have 11 a.m. LSU at Vandy, 2:30 Ole Miss at UGA, 6:30 Tennessee at Bama. All these are going to be on the projector with sound. The Bluff City Media live show will start at 1:30 at Grind City Brewing. Great environment. You're going to be there, right, Uncle Buck? Are you there this weekend?
Yes, I'll be there.
Heck yeah. What do you, man, Ole Miss, how are you, I haven't got to talk to you since Ole Miss has been doing good. How you feeling?
Listen, I feel like Georgia is as beatable as they've ever been, but I don't think that Ole Miss is quite as flawless as a typical number 5 team is. I think everybody has at least one or two Achilles heels. The best way I heard it all week is that every single team in college football now, there are no inevitable teams like Alabama used to be or like Georgia was a few years ago or Ohio State where they're just inevitable. It says every single team has 11 holes and only 10 fingers, and you just have to figure out what you're going to leave exposed, and you hope it doesn't get exposed by the other team. That's the best way I've heard it described.
That's an incredible way to describe it. Whoever said that, I'm going to give you credit for saying that.
Uncle Buck, author unknown, Uncle Buck.
That really got me. Author unknown, Uncle Buck. We are also presented a FanDuel Sportsbook, which if you want to head on over there, we are going to preview the Thursday night football action tonight because it is a division rivalry, baby. 10 fingers. It's a no, it's not a weird statement. 11. You just
11 holes at 10.
You got to find where the 11
don't know
are.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, got to find the 11 holes, brother. Their football tonight. We got the Steelers playing the Bengals.
Woo!
You know
Aaron Rodgers versus Joe Flacco. It's 2007.
Man, this is going to be the first time where I can remember like watching a football game and not being like, look at that kid throw the ball. I can be like, look at these peers of mine that throwing the ball. It's gonna be great.
2 guys in their 40s, like
doing check downs, just like
Yeah.
Yep. If you want to gamble on this game, be my guest. The Steelers are favored. The money line is minus 240. The Bengals plus 198. The spread is 5.5 points, which I hate. The Steelers are obviously favored. Over under is 44.5. It's so gross. Everything about that is like, I don't even like. Somehow, aren't the Steelers 4-1?
Yes. Listen,
That's
Mike Tomlin
great.
does this, man.
Yeah. Yes. That's just
Mike Tomlin does this. The Steelers have done a really good job running the football this year. You know, no matter who their running back one is, he does really well in fantasy. It's typically Jalen Warren. But when Jalen Warren was out, Kenny Gainwell had a big game.
God.
And then, so he does a really good job of just playing to the guys that he's got. And conversely, I mean, God help Cincinnati. Like, I feel like they're owed one. You know, they made it to the Super Bowl a few years back, and they came up short to the Rams.
Yep.
And they just, God help them. Burrow getting hurt again. You're starting to wonder, like, is he capable of staying healthy? All the while, you've got peak Jamar Chase, and you're so desperate for a quarterback that you go trade for the quarterback of the Browns, the backup quarterback of the Browns.
Who got benched? Who got benched for a rookie? For a rookie.
So a 47-year-old backup quarterback for a team in your state.
Oh man, it sounds really bad when you lay it out like that. It sounds really bad.
I have you no shame.
It's what's the single most shameful thing you can do?
That's like Ole Miss being like so desperate for a quarterback they went and traded for Mississippi State, and I think I would just rather play a running back in that position.
Yes, I would. It'd be like, hey, T. Higgins, you threw the ball in high school, right? Come on.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, clearly they thought Flacco was better than Browning, but I just
He
don't
is.
know.
He is. He is.
Okay, I mean, he's won a Super Bowl. I'll give him that. If you gun to your head, who wins this game?
With it being Thursday Night Football,
That's
I remember seeing like Baker Mayfield getting in the game for Cleveland. I think it was his first time he went. He was drafted number 1, then he didn't start the season, and then they put him in at halftime of a Thursday Night Football game, and he resurrects that team and gets a win. That's the kind of things I see happening on Thursday Night Football. Like, weird stuff happens, but no, I think Pittsburgh beats them. I do.
I am so. I think Pittsburgh's gonna. If at the end of the day, I'm going to go with the coach that I like more in this game, because it's like two old guys. I mean, they both, and Cincinnati can't run the ball to save their life. Like that's another.
Chase
thing,
Brown has been extremely disappointing,
and it's a lot of guys I know were high on him heading into the season, and he's just not. I don't know. I don't blame him. I blame the ineptitude of that offensive line, because they've put all their money into the wide receivers and into Joe Burrow, and they did not bother investing in a single offensive lineman, and now they're gonna waste all Joe Burrow's good years because of this crap.
If I was the fantasy owner of Jamar Chase, I would love Joe Flacco being the quarterback, because as a vet, I think the only thing one thing that you have realized at this point in year 37 in the NFL is that just get the ball to the good receivers, and I think he'll force feed Jamar Chase.
Yep, I mean that's what Aaron Rodgers is doing, that exact same thing on the Steelers by force feeding DK Metcalf, and it's like I've got DK in fantasy, and it's like one of the only reasons that he's like. They're doing a lot of tight end. They got like 3 tight ends they're running out there, and they're running backs and 1 wide receiver, and that's it. And
that's good as long as the 1 wide receiver is DK Metcalf.
Yep, and it's like
because I've got him too.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. What other fantasy ramifications tonight? I mean, the biggest one for me is like the Steelers running backs. I've got both of them in like in opposite leagues, and in one of them, it's really tough because they're both projected.
Is Jalen Warren playing?
That's the thing. Is he calling you? Because that Jalen Warren.
Jalen?
Are you?
Turns out he's playing.
He's playing. I just don't know. Like, I talk about like a handcuff situation that is not fun to be in. I want to stick with this game right before we get out of here because I think we both have the Steelers. And it's time for your daily dose of It's a Trap. Brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Presented, I'm just going to say the same thing twice. Named after Admiral Akbar, almost Ole Miss mascot, RIP,
Yes.
leader of the Rebel Alliance. We're talking all around this game, and I just want to do It's a Trap. I'm going to give you 3 bets. Tell me which one's a trap bet. We're going to talk about Pittsburgh and Cincinnati to score 2+ touchdowns tonight.
Does that mean 2 or more?
2 or more. 2 or more. So they can score 2 in that count. So what are the odds that one of these guys are going to score 2 or more touchdowns? Which one's a trap? Is it Jaylen Warren plus 470? Kenny Gainwell plus 600.
Kenny G?
Kenny G. That's a funny sketch. I'm going to write that. Kenny G with the football helmet on. Or DK Metcalf plus 1,100. Jaylen Warren plus 470, Kenny Gainwell plus 600, or DK Metcalf plus 1,100. Which one of these is a trap?
All right, so I try to think of it first. I would rank the 3 players. I would say I don't know that I'd put Kenny Gainwell over DK because I feel like it's either Kenny or Jaylen Warren. So I'll say Kenny Gainwell is a trap.
Oh, man, you know what you're doing. You got this. You got this. I thought I was like, maybe I could try to, like, I was trying to trick you when in the early. I was like, who's going to get the fantasy points, Drew? But no, you're right. Jaylen Warren plus 470. DK Metcalf is plus 1,100. For some reason, Chase Brown is plus 600. He's got the second highest odds to score 2. I guess
it's either going to be him or it's going to be Jamar Chase. Or nobody.
I think Jamar Chase was plus 1,100, if I'm not mistaken. I should have had that up. Kenny Gainwell is plus 1,500. Chase Brown plus 600. So, if you want to bet on this game, and if you think anybody's going to score 2 touchdowns or more, be my guest. I'm sticking away. I'm not touching this. I think
I'd probably rather watch the Grizzlies if they were playing preseason than this game, which is saying something.
Just saying something. Oh, God. That's going to do it for our show today, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. $2 today at 11. I know my days. $2 at 11. It's every day. $2 at 11. Staying at 1. No Grizzlies basketball tonight. Okay, Thursday Night Football. Go watch it, I guess. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow. You know what? Watch a movie with your family tonight. Do that.
Yeah, this is the night for your wives, okay? This is the night. Like, you want to watch Too Hot to Handle? Absolutely, baby.
You got it. You want to watch Ed Gein, the murderer story, and look at Charlie Hunnam? Let's do it.
What happened to Jax Teller?
Dude, okay. We might need to have us. How long? We don't have the time, but we need to have a Sons of Anarchy episode to talk about what happened to Jax Teller, man, because I don't know. Jax Teller, if you're watching, come on the show, defend yourself. We will be back tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Remember these 2 things. Remember, 1, be a little weird. 2, remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to The Daily Grind. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.